nankasano. The son of Agyapong can never be. Agyapong can never be MPP. Na one Agyapong can never be MPP. Na bwana ono what ewura mu wa ye frɛ no abo sono no kora no o wa adwene kyɛ nipa na mudi na tia mo so na ye MPP no obia nim sɛ abo sono na ankasa no the sono proper no e wo nyansa kyɛ Honorable Kennedy Agyapong, and that is a fact. Eno na mo mpasa mo bati me de maka kyerɛ mo Kennedy Agyapong can never be MPP. Na bwana ono what ewura mu wa ye frɛ no abo sono no kora no o wa adwene kyɛ nipa na mudi na tia mo so na ye MPP no obia nim sɛ abo sono na ankasa no the sono proper no e wo nyansa kyɛ Honorable Kennedy Agyapong, and that is ba me born voice ono na e kan ye ono ne nyame asem me da minim atofofo okroma minim omo pa ye bu omo so pa ye bebo ne voice na obo ne voice ni wi a producer hwehwɛ sofuro ja voice no ono na ese born voice no man hwade
asem ya me kan me dia reho na e kan asem we na ma asofo ne adifo a eti asem we emfa ne tra emma nipa eben de me be kan mo mfa asem no tra na mo fa ne tra bedru ba bi no me ni Obama interview ma me kan ne date papa ne date ye say
and
on the 4th January na February na me kan asem we e wo studio ha say the prophecy that Prophet El Bernard gave no so be any promise na the one winning, but there was something specific I can say Kennedy a lead party no sadia ne da so hange ho
wo hu
me say believe it or leave it me say sadia no da so hange ho
se Kennedy the belly di party no
only the party no e da so hange ho no enkoi
only di ne se ba umia na we ne
ya kasa chiro banyansafo tina me se me dia reho na e ka asem we na de owa aso no ondie Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is a very good man. Me penasem, me peneyirasem, me penipa one in change in asem. Your message be one man ka bitimi akoni pa na nchen de akoma. But they be at the command on kukuo mu a one fan is serious. But the American say
yentie ha yen kama nipa bi hunu say yen nkora okroma ma bo voice no obi atie ya mane nasako yanko efiasem ya mane nasako yanka fiasem yanyina anim election 2024 me maka me station there me yusuntia me be ya adwuma ha mumu binum no amudi obi achi na say on na eba be ma ya adwuma no nanu onu ani station adwuma efo nko a obi ya adwuma 15 years enie odi 1500 na adwuma efo nyina resign. Oh, I know be say, hey, on the train nipa me obi atoka mama ka kura wato mama e Land Cruiser on tobi maneba because ne babia no use Land Cruiser no makofa ka be free social media on the Land Cruiser we ma bronye na bronye kanasem Land Cruiser on tobi maneba because obi oni ma bronye bia me I don't use Land Cruiser. So you so Tundra, meme yusu Tundra ye papa chain ne de no. Nti ye da ono to Tundra fundam na meme te Tundra papa mo. How possible? Dabio, sani Tundra Korea for Tundra na otim no. Mo ti social media say me ono ama me kan oti Korea for Tundra mo. Meme te Tundra papa mo. Nti how possible? Ne baba na te Tundra mo. Ma bua nkrofo nura ya nipa mienu. I resign free wadumam. Omukwa ye nya adwuma biem. Next month so binum be resign. Omu nya adwuma biem. And the media station na wa fine. Ye media station. and farm a tacket to send you 5 months in Yenu. What they tacky MPP station in their chrono, and on that say MPP no one. And it'll be dry, and I bring you ungrateful. Me, slow be at the door. Now, me would trogum so I'm in a betriaka. Me open a 2 me din say, I bring ye, or here needs stubborn proud, because me ya beggar. Now, me slow, me must slow at the summer green yajuma. Me, my boy, me must slow at the my green yajuma. Open a 2 me din say, I bring ye, or here needs stubborn proud. Na me mansre na nakofuado ade adwuma me ye ma na nado danko akofuado nada on a single day na me masre na de da Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia not on a single day na me ma bronya masre na de da. How much more a talkative na mko no I don't have that time na ma yesay Obi nipa waboa why you ungrateful to him aye Kofuo ni ma wonye obia and so the Kofuo to form e didi na tem enti katira won kura ne say so mo ka ungrateful asem de omo nso nan fa dwanhoma mo nane emfa nko Kofuo fie na kopa na chew because Kofuo made you who you are today. Tony mama kachiro na nado dan kwa Akufo-Addo so besesa so awo so maboa nipa madabia yenhu omudi wachi 2023 ewie campaign hwan wa pagyan hwan wa sesa kama na yeyi eno ne ye kan wa se ye mount se kuo no ye nim nkrofo a omabie stations ya omudi ye kuo na adwuma kodwo ponkroma kwa Eastern Region station adwuma eye Uko German South, honorable ya Afuni Station, or the year Juma de Che MPP, the whole of 2024, Jingra free, Waniska, honorable Kwasiami or Sunyan is, Opia or Sunyan Crumbia Bedia dance here, a Juma Station, no, a Yama MPP Amanyoko Besine, and then a Tressa Obiwa Commandima MPP. Honorable Ignatius Bafua Service Radio, honorable Ami Adiane, Nimdia Radio, and honorable Bafua we had the service radio, any other stations here. One more sympathizing with MPP, one more year Juma. Now, ye qua internal elections. No, be sorry. And about 2023 and 2022, yen nim, I won't try by and this is for saying no credit. But now no year 2025, one more babaji to mu say Russia-Ukraine war no at the problem by na no correct because at that time no woman detract the 2 year we into a some back no correct. Na nya internal sabotia. No akwa gina ho se Bawumia. A friend say only $800 million na onya abato no ko. Na Bawumia oba be di president abeton Ghana na Bawumia oba di president ya obeton Ghana tika $800 million if the whole state, the whole country, if the whole country etimi kwa IMF akwaje bosia $1 billion a dia on my money nyina yetimi kwa manone ekwaje bosia $1 billion see the baba your money ya e ba ne say na ba akofo wo se wanya sika $800 million because wona ho ofe into the baba brabo say die contest ne ko asem no wa wonim say nye nokore but medi tro dia say MPP into kan ye no 2024 elections MPP for now. Me da sama come mistakes in here. Nobody should try calling me. Say duru say internal saboteur no me ka o masema. Nobody me nyi twin ni adoa. And munim say the me sit here. Me I don't fear Gaba. Me I don't fear anybody. Don't try calling me. Don't try calling me. sa setup we no I am a wife nkwa na mama sika ono na me tua sika otua bi ma obi aka prenim ntiende obi ante ase sa wono na me sika short we no odi bi so mama nti ono nkwa na betima aka se tetia break e no kwa me ntie okaze me ntie tetia break amekwa akopɛ bosen ade ni sika na ma se be ametima aka ma adwene what you say $800 million. I wouldn't say who did trago ba omiaso. What do you try ye? And you no cry, and this if you so say Ghana sika nyina ba omiase saye. E de kwa koma obi say onyaya batwo. And so Ghana for mo hotere mo. Ghana for mo timo hwa mo masku. Ghana for mo timi top patrol. And so ba omia wo $800 million. MPP for mu binu mu ye hypocrite. At time now, all cats are same way. Yeah, born were radio stations the whole Ghana no moto. No mufisa mo ya bronya. Man, look at my age. Man, dear. So be say, obedin kwasi asem the party no at no position the next 40 years here. Ebe draw me the next 40 years still I me holding. I met makasa. Number wow, what 60 years here? What won't so be say na won kan wasem wasema ba me de ebia the next 80 years no me ni memfi amedi o me nim nti sira ebeduro na me ho odene kon de ma hwe me petetekra me ni memfi amedi etinde ye ntena ho ma obi nse ade no ya se ka kire no sa tro na odi ye no ne ye bodawro panyini bia ntima nsore 1 people man ka se aba ya brew 2012 nanado ye campaign bibi bia wieye dakro pe asema obi kwakan ye munkuma nwenafo munye sei na ndisifo the only message I omodi call 2012 campaign yes asem no MPP mpa ho asem enu ntise moto abama omo a wamba wombe kunkuma ho wanu masem ya ye bibi bia wie wanu masem de ye etena afie wanu masem momo voice no ba akoma atiefo ntie ene babo videos and makoma yensa no mabisa questions momo video number 1 mamintie momo
2024 election na yoko MPP lost that election in 2022 I repeat election na yoko 2024 MPP we lost the election in 2022 why Emra City no all the way to tomato seller esikashi yano Ghana for me one day Emra middle class for Agyapong bonds ebu musikashi ya be for 15 years Oma for me one day Emra pension for esikashi yan Oma for me one day any time bia o manu begna Ghana for you o manu si o monkasa
sir obi ati video we Obi atemeboa ahwefo ne atiefo mate se MPP obi antie kwase na me bebisa no mani padasa ni ntena kroma se wo nyansa che na obi a o he ye mu binim ye wo fie nyansa ye wo suku nyansa ye ko suku wi a wo mama ye certificate ye nkonkoso ho anka se ye gya akwa ye business ye gam se na o mu twireti ntina o mu gya no ho ye de ye kwa ye ko wi gi certificate no me bebisa question mo amuti social media say ayaba content ayi we me say when dem pakwa meeting dia 12 am o ayami amedia o huh wa ba pon akọ betuma pon akọ e ba pon 10 what you say obi say 2022 na MPP ye lusu yaba because nanado ene baumia amasiri no I say and a debt exchange and in the akeka yate se 2022 na MPP ye lusu elections dia That time ye lusu abami only question we ano. 2022 na MPP a lusu elections. Ye lusu that election with candidate wine. Who was the presidential candidate in the year 2022 at MPP lusu election? Who was the presidential candidate? Because you are claiming, say, MPP lost the election in 2022. Maybe a simple question, say, who was the presidential candidate in 2022? And if indeed MPP lost the election in 2022, with what margin? With what margin? See a lusu abano 2022. Now one and a presidential candidate Bonidini o lusu about 2022. Now margin saying any edi lusu ye 2022 no na baumia a presidential candidate yana. So why would you say we lost the election in 2022 dear? And Kojina being kase baumia a bad candidate in Timayan Fanenko elections. Because you are claiming, say, we lost the election in 2022. 2022, Bawumia wasn't the presidential candidate. Come and tell us, say 2022, no, na Bawumia a presidential candidate. Bakatre, Emma bin Traba bin Kasa o Nyansa che obia. Brabekatre say, in your own words, no, what say we lost the election in 2022. So tell us, who was the presidential candidate? The person lost that election with what margin? Two questions. Who was the presidential candidate? Tell us whether Bawumia was the presidential candidate in 2022. As you claim the party lost the election in 2022, tell us whether Bawumia was the presidential candidate. Yeah, no. Was the Bawumia the presidential candidate in 2022? Say no, dear. Obia ni right to say, Bawumia lost the election in 2024 until 2028 in Mayan Fanenko. Because the very person now, Oakisu Bawumia, said Bawumia lost the election in 2024. No, you're a bad candidate, you know. Oxy, we lost the election in 2022. I am asking you a simple question. We need answers from you. Who was the presidential candidate in 2022? We want to know who was the presidential candidate in 2022. And that person lost the election with what margin? Beyi no South Korea nyansa nyana no wo na ekita me na me sore a me Jimmy for ntimi bisa Jimmy for questions. Because the 2022 na kasem MPP lost the election in 2022 because was in anado amamuonye yate. And in 2022 no because nanado de na nimra de enti nanka on siki re-election bia te se ne ebinum pese yi enkrofo bi o mani brade no wo mo petetem because Ghana o mo kwa na o mo ho ofe wo mo na sonwa nti o mo na kotetem eyeye ndc mu no ono ati nyansa ni bia ni ho e de so no kwa na conference eyeye yate. But in 2022 no nanado dan kwa akofo ado on kwa election bia. So if that was the case there, why na presidential candidate here or lose election in 2022? Bakachire brabe kachire owura nyansafo bakachire mayehu e ho no woni answers bia wo nti say lusu aba no 2022 dia. What it mean is about Bawumia bad candidate. Nti mo amodi Bawumia chi no questions no ne answers ne na media mamo no mon kantira asuma sinkrofo no say o say NPP lost the elections in 2022. Who was the presidential candidate in 2022? Bawumia wasn't the presidential candidate in 2022. And if indeed we lost the election in 2022, we lost with what margin? He should be able to tell us. He should be able to tell us the exact margin. Any 2024 day, what it means about me, a good candidate. A BM, Obi say, Obi nam, and our Catherine Crawford say, unity. Whereby at the same person.
I will be saying, no, make us and obey campaign. Campaign, you may. But one real constituency, you have to do a better so complete. Now, we'll see if you deliver Ashanti region. I'm never going to forgive them. If you know the efforts are put in to get numbers in Ashanti.
At the time now, MPP for a year power no. What's one fan check that? Now we will see how MPP will deliver Asante region. Constituency sinibi or ha or bet tiafaso and pa bono region. Monfre honorable Aliu Mega. Na monfre honorable Matthew Opoku Prempe Misani say oba bono region. No kachira suma si say wanya emergency to Accra. Enti on Kwadama West. Ali Mega spent 80,000 to organize people. Over 3,000 people in a particular place. Ayefra ho krakurum. As soon as he say ho and the MPP baba power. Onko ho ne enko ho china ewo bono region in man region. But ubenya some people mudinachi with a stupid rat. Contributing in MPP in 2016. Yepe member ama maka doma ama administration asem no mo na mo twa nkwase rata no na mo wafan 2016 to 2015 yepe member ama masori aka abanya etisu yasem no na mo ye ma e wo Ghana ha yesi atiye e ma yirefre so enche ya manfo yirefi what abronye did ba ye no me man kasa ya mama bibinti kuo no ya mama bibinti MPP nsai senka ye po bia obekrompreni se MPP amana bibia ye me ma bronye tama ye pe mema to criticize the administration of John Dramani Mahama 2014 2015 2016 no mu amodi akire with a stupid rat up no na mu wo fan na mu binum e wo class 6 P5 any ade 13 times and na me call police station yet me chime na makwa akotra ho anopa kosi anumre with no charge. Police commander etimi ba no abetwa me koto no akato se wo ya akraboni efiri na konko kasa biem 13 times 13 times 2015 2016 ye ni MPP politician bia ye tin wo Ghana ha time me ma bronye the records are there because na mo ye ma ye de mo shedanum and now where we are no mo eduru ho se ye mpie 2026 2027 2028 mo anemu dia kire se kuo ninse no ye wie presidential primaries no ne ye hia memma one be kasa platforms wa enipa mo be friend ya abronye antimi I don't have time for more stupid rat up na mo ye no nipa na mo di na chi o se waboa nkrofo na adwuma mo fo nyina e resign akono somebody a year adwuma 15 years ye tua ne 1,500 and so wo enam se wagimi nti oba be ka tro se o ono ba obebo na wuhuri boso and so na adwuma mo ho media house na won wo mo nyina resign ba ko resign ne atua ne ka 900 Ghana cedis ne atua ne ka 900 Ghana cedis and who believe us any pants on the babuao ye atua ne ka 900 Ghana wa ye adwuma 8 years wa resign morning show host TV station no ono so yeso okọ anopa TV station no morning show host no se mahwa